Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Sliding back into The Local Show. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Have you done your sledding this year, Steve?
I don't know if it's a good idea to sled anymore, Tom. I don't know. What's worse, walking up the hill or going down and breaking a bone? Pick one.
Gosh, I don't know if I can walk up the hill anymore. Golly. Of course, I'm one of those people who, when I go out into the driveway, I think, is this the last day I'll be walking on this driveway? Yeah. Am I going to slip, break a hip, and then I'm done for the...
I don't think any of those things. No. Granted, I probably will slip, but that's not what I'm thinking.
Yes. Well, I'm a catastrophizer, so,
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
Yeah. No, I don't think sledding is in my future here. I don't know.
Yeah, that's too much work. I wouldn't mind hopping on a snowmobile. But there again,
you'd
that's
probably run into a piece
too.
of barbed wire and cut your head off. I got it. So, always think the best.
Those things happen. Yeah. Maybe just a stroll. Maybe we should stroll.
You'll get attacked by a moose while sledding or something.
Horse-drawn carriage, maybe.
Yeah, but then the horse will run away. You'll fall off and break your neck. Yeah,
something. I'd probably get one of those horses that passes gas all the time.
Yeah, that would be all horses. That'd be every horse stop.
That's true. Well, here's a horse of a different color. Let's talk with Natasha Schmidt. She's the co-owner of Rubberstone, New York. How are you there, Natasha?
I'm very well. Thank you for that colorful intro. Yeah. That was great.
Isn't that fun? Do you have lots of family traditions? You got young kids, right? How old are your kids then?
The youngest is 8, and then the oldest is 13. So.
Yeah, that's fun. This is a fun time.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in the mix of what's magic, right?
Yeah.
So that keeps the fun parts of the season around, and also the stressful parts. But
right.
Well, you're also in the gift giving that costs, a normal amount of money. You don't have to get crazy. You can get a bunch of little things and they're happy.
The Dollar Tree still works great.
Right. Yeah, stuff like that.
It's the $1.25 tree, just to be clear.
Yeah, Nicholas wanted a lens that's more than his camera, Steve. I'm like, are you kidding?
That's why I love that kid.
Lenses are just...
That's why I love that kid.
And his birthday and Christmas are, weeks apart, just a week apart.
So you only have to pick one, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. And then our other daughter, she's in Christmas. Everything's Christmas. So, Natasha, tell people what Rubberstone is. I mean, a lot of people have heard you, but there may be some people that are just, straggling behind.
Tapping in for the first time.
Yeah, right. You never know.
Sure. So, Rubberstone is a safe decorative overlay system. It's made out of synthetic and recycled rubber. Goes right over your existing surface. It's made to extend the longevity of what we're covering, give you something that's safe and decorative and long-lasting. It's made for UV exposure and salt exposure, so it's really a product that's great and designed for what we see here in Central New York.
Yeah.
And it goes over what?
It goes over concrete, asphalt, wood, and paving stones. We can all say it together, right?
Yeah, right. That's good. How did the Parade of Homes work out for you?
The Parade of Homes is always great. It's one of our favorite events because the home shows are good. A lot of people come in, but at the parade, you really get an opportunity to see it in its context, what it's made to be used for, and the color options are there, and you get to walk on it and touch it and smell it and
the whole
taste it maybe.
Let's not taste it.
I'd like to bring Steve out for a tasting.
Yeah.
Tasting of Rubberstone.
That's wonderful. And the home show is going to go on in spring? Do we know that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's
when we talk
usually
with
the
Mary.
third week in March.
Yeah.
Right around St. Patrick's Day there.
You guys will be involved with that as well?
That's one of your favorite things, right? Because you're there. You get to talk to people, where the Parade of Homes is a little more passive.
That's the big difference between the two. The parade's great to see it in its context, but if you want to get to know us as a company, because we are smaller and family owned and operated, the home show is the best place to do it, to stop in and say hi. And I like it the best because we have a lot of clients that come through just to say hi. They're there for other reasons, but they always stop and say hi, and that's nice because after 9 years of being in the business, it's cool to see people back from year 1 and year 2 that are still satisfied and can tell somebody standing beside me that they like it.
Isn't it true that covering your basement with rubber stone is the perfect Christmas gift?
Absolutely. I can't even think of a better gift.
You can do that all winter though, correct?
Yep. Yeah. There's that's always on the table. We can always do basements. We also do a lot of entryways and mudrooms.
Yeah, that's nice too.
That's a big remodel that happens this time of year in homes. So instead of using like a tile or a laminate or some sort of floor like that, you can just get a seamless Sierra stone or rubber stone install, and then you don't have to worry
let's put that in perspective for people, because I've laid a few vinyl floors, luxury vinyl tile in my day, and that can get quite expensive. So for a standard mud room, you could be doing $500, $600, $700, $800, and rubber stone around the same.
It's going to be a little bit more, but it's because there's a faster turnaround. There's a 20-year warranty, and we're not dealing with popping, lifting, cracking of your tiles in the long term.
Cutting around the pipes and the drains.
So once it's down, and it's seamless, it's uniform, it's decorative and very unique. And we don't have to worry about a water exposure, salt exposure on the floor. You're just going to basically run a rug doctor over top of it once a year and call it done.
Well, and if someone was dreaming of a summertime experience, they have to dream now, Tom.
Yes, they do.
A while away.
For a little while.
And they have a built-in pool. This can go around that and doesn't burn the toesies, right?
That's right. It's much cooler than the concrete. So it's decorative and it's much cooler, regardless of which colors you choose. It's all rubber, so it's all equally as cool. So I think that's one thing that's important to note. And we can do designs. We do borders, inlays.
Logos.
There's no, exactly.
Family crests.
Oh, I saw some. You, at one of the Parade of Homes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
In one of the Parade of Homes, you had some logo on something, didn't you?
We did a basement that didn't have a logo. I'm sorry. That was just SU somewhere. Colors.
Oh, yeah.
Where did we do?
Somewhere. Maybe I'm thinking the SU colors. Maybe because it was like an SU.
It could be on their website.
SU room, yeah. Yeah, but if you look us up on Facebook or even on our website, you can see some of the just more simplistic.
So if I had a picture of Tom, could you make a mural of Tom on a rubber stone floor?
I mean, that's yes.
Hey, a lot of ladies out there might want that. Right next to the Elvis.
Good resale value
so they can walk on your face.
Yes, I do have the rubber stone out there on our walkway, and just so folks know, this is practical stuff right here, and when it froze up just over the past few days, we had ice and things like that. When the sun hits it, if I just sprinkle a little salt out on there, it goes right away. And there's no slip. When it's just wet, you don't feel like you're going to fall when you're bringing in the groceries. So, folks, I can't say enough about that. If you need to redo your front walkway, consider rubber stone.
What do you do with the salt? Is that going to hurt it?
You just pressure wash it off in the spring. If it's significant, I mean, for your walkway, you probably run a hose across it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I've used the power sprayer too when I'm doing the house.
Right, but that's why you're out there already doing it. Just spray it off. But yeah, it doesn't damage it. We just want to eliminate any long-term potential staining with the salt because, I mean, salt is salt.
Can people still, if they call you now, can they get on the spring schedule?
Yeah, call, text, or email. I'm still in the office. I can answer questions. We do a lot of virtual or over the phone consultations this time of year.
Good.
But if you want something in home, absolutely, I can help you out with that.
Excellent. That's Natasha Schmidt right there, co-owner of Rubberstone New York. They can be seen at rubberstoneny.com. You have a great Christmas, okay?
Thanks. You do the same.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk with Dr. Tina Chi. She is the owner of Up Design Primary Care right here on 570 WSYR.